G'day everybody, where's Wally here. Hey, firstly, Steve, your title, Another Fake. Steve, you're going to need to show that there was a first fake before you can claim that there is another. Just saying. Okay, let's listen to the 1 minute fail that took Steve 20 minutes of video to tell us about.
So if we watch Matty Jordan's video now, we can see that he's gone overboard on the cloning tool. It takes an eagle eye and going through videos frame by frame, but that's what we're to do when we're looking for fraudulence, and this video is no exception. And if we see around the 30-second mark, suddenly various areas of the stones in the foreground shift, and this is where Matt has been cloning the stones in the foreground. So immediately this tells us that there's jiggery pokery afoot, and just on this alone we can discount this whole video. But it doesn't stop there. If we then go forward to around the 40-second mark, we can see he does more of the same cloning glitches, and there's a little protruding stick that suddenly jumps. So Matty, you failed. This video now joins so many others, in fact all the others, where you guys have claimed to capture the 24-hour sun and there's CGI fakery going on in the video.
It certainly seems Steve is very desperate to find something to call fake over. But unfortunately for Steve, this is not that thing. So Steve, I did try to tell you about your glaring mistake here, but you have started to ghost me. Not sure why. Now Steve, this sort of debunk, while very simple, is not because we're running scared of you, but rather it's the pattern of fail that I am trying to stop. You see, you say something dopey and then Flatzoid watches it and pats you on the back and says, "Good boy, Steve." But Flatzoid didn't look at it at all. And we do know that he is capable of in-depth analysis. Just look how hard he tried to debunk Will Duffy's drone footage. So Steve saw some rocks move. Okay, I agree with that. I saw them too. Now Steve claimed that Matty was using a cloning tool to stamp rocks. Okay Steve, one question immediately springs to mind. Why? Now why would Matty be cloning rocks at the 30-second mark? There are perfectly rocky looking rocks before that time and after that time. There is absolutely no need to adjust them. Then I did something that Steve didn't do. I had a close look. I took a screen cap on either side of the shift, and overlaying one over the other, I was able to look at the difference. We see several areas of movement. They appear to be about one stride length apart, and in both sections where there was movement, there was a person walking towards the edge of frame. So I think what we're seeing here, Steve, is footprints in the gravel. Nothing more. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Simple, hey, Steve? So no reason to call fake now. So please make a correction video straight away and state that you were wrong and state what the actual reason is. You do want to have the honest information out there, don't you, Steve? Thanks everybody. And just so Steve knows, how about we just pop into Steve's chat and remind him that this is just footprints in the gravel.
I thought copium was a globe earth word, but I think we can also claim that.
I say it all the time about them. Say it all the time.
I don't know if you've all seen it, but I put out a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, on another fake 24-hour sun, which was the one that a laddie did from Scott Camp, and it showed how he'd cloned the stones in front of the camera. And I was reading through the comments, and this guy wrote in and he was incensed. He said, "You're just stupid. That was somebody's footprints."
Really?
As they walk past the camera.
Oh my word. The stones, you can see the stones are cloned and moves.
Yeah, I know.
You can even see the shadows when they cloned it, and those times shifted. So they took it at different parts of the day to make it seem like it's one.
Yeah. But yes, it's just it's just the levels of it's the levels of just trying to grasp at straws, really. It's just mind blowing sometimes.